Okay, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers already know the thing set. We're blessed. You also know the story incomplete if me not up on the beat, and as you can see, pan on the screen. Yeah, a whole heap of things are going with Dancehall Princess Shenseea, me just see her do an interview with Without TV. I must say, yo, homegirl is just the biggest liar. You know what I mean? Because she out here giving her flowers. No, not her flowers. Flowers to Vybz Kartel. You see me, I say, I'm talking about how she didn't want to meet him after he just came out of jail because she wanted to give him space. And, he was her godfather looking out for her. People putting at the comment section where they think about that. You know what I mean? The only truth me seeing at this interview is when she say, a man mash up her career. You feel me? And we know that's Romeich. But nevertheless, let's get into what she had to say, why I said all of this, isn't it? So the interviewer said, you hit the stage with Vybz Kartel for the first time in April 2025. What was going through your head at that time? And she responded, I was like, I'm ready to meet the GOAT, because it was so unreal that he's the one that gave me my first hit song. And I have not seen his face in real life because, as soon as I stepped on the scene, I think a year before he was incarcerated. So it's almost like I got to meet my long-lost godfather who was watching over me from a distance. People don't know that was a lie when she said that because, she never set free her godfather for all of the years I'm incarcerated. You see me, I say, and she's trying to get signed to a record label again. So, she's trying to use her collaboration again with Vybz Kartel. And, officially, I'm going to get hype with Kartel and signed to Sony. So that is the pre why she are going like nice to him because, Gaza Nation did rough her up in the beginning of her career and she don't want that again. You see me, I say. But let's proceed to the next slide then. Because them forget say them journalists, whether them American or not, them do the investigative work. I know what going for not to go on. So them ask, do you ever think or did you ever think you was going to meet? And she said, I did not know how I was going to meet him. I just know that I didn't want to meet him under the circumstances of us being in Jamaica. You know what I mean? After he just came out of jail, I wanted to give him, that freedom and that space, to roam. So us meeting at his event that I didn't even plan on going, to go, just came up and we all decided that, we should definitely do it for the culture. I think it was the best time because, it was so unexpected. So the reason why she didn't want to meet him because, she said she wasn't going to forgive him if him never come out and say him released the original Ludi track. So, guiltiness did a right her conscience. You see, my people, and, she didn't plan to go because she felt that, she and Romeich, this the program. But, she still signed to Russian even though Sony dropped her. You know what I mean? And Russian still believes in this artist. So him tell Kartel for this, let her touch the stage. You see my say. So we know fear relationship with Russian is good because she's on his storybook rhythm. So when she said man mash up her career in the interview, we know who exactly she talk about. Dressmaker boy with the mash mouth. You see him there? Yes, by Teef my lyrics I'm putting on a song, but the interviewer asked her, you've been, in a male-dominated, industry and all of these things. Is there anything that you would have done differently? And she would have said, no man for be in charge of our destiny. You know what I mean? And we know why. Because Romeich, they get caught with him all in the cookie jar. You see me? Yeah, anyway, I just did want to give you a quick update with what going on in the dancehall news aspect-wise. Now, let's get to the mix-up part because, the people them catch Shenseea, Teef, Kartel lyrics again, Because, him always I say what that under him nose down.
Say I go do this and take me out of me clothes. Is a lucky thing me did I travel with me rose. Hey boy, I'm out, what this under me nose.
I know she say a rose, you feel me? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Shenseea lack creativity. Put in the comment section what you think about that. Anyway, people, we're not going along with this no longer, Don't forget to like, share the video, and if you like these type of things, subscribe and hit the notification bell and press all. Therefore, you'll be notified when I drop the latest in the dancehall news, music reviews, and gossips. Bless.